So till now we have discussed about Google's metric. One is page rank and another one is link juice. Okay. So link juice is the building block of page rank. Okay. Now we have something called domain authority. We also call this one as a DA. Is a metric. Is a metric by Google. So not by Google, sorry, by Moz. So there is a SEO agency or a company named Moz. Okay. Google uses two different metrics. One is page rank and another one is link juice. But the problem is when the people who are in the SEO industry they tried to understand the Google's algorithm and improve the ranking, Google was not ready to reveal the complete algorithm because people may apply reverse engineering concept and they may develop a product that can cheat Google's algorithm. So Google was not willing to reveal the algorithm used in SEO. Now what happened? Ranking your website at the top in search engine results page was always a mystery. Not everybody was able to understand this one. Now there was an organization named Moss. You know what they did? They started watching all the videos published by Google. Okay, you go to YouTube and you can search, Webmaster Tool or Webmaster Center. Okay, Webmaster Tool or Webmaster Center. So there is a dedicated YouTube channel which is there. So Google Search Central. Okay, where Google will teach the concepts one after another. So there are videos, where each video will discuss about what is about this one in Google. Okay, what is the title, what is the description, and everything. So Google started telling quality of the content is important, link juice is important, your domain name is not important, your URL structure is important, internal link is important. So Google started telling to the people, educating people about important metrics. Now, this particular website, Domain Authority, you know what they did? They kept listening to Google's content and everything. And in one conversation, Google said, we are using 200 plus ranking signals. Now, the company Moss said, Google uses 200 plus ranking signals to rank a website at the top, right? Now, they started gathering what are these 200 signals are. When Google started talking to their customers about their product and services, Google spoke some information about link, some information about backlink, some information about domain name. It started talking about domain age, okay, security, okay. It also started talking about the quality of the content, okay. So there's a lots of topic that Google started discussing about. This website, Mars.com, you know what they did? They collected all the information which is basically called Google 200 ranking signals, ranking factors. So that's a lot actually. So now there are lots of people who are discussing about this one. Let us see what happens. So Google's 200 ranking signals. Okay, so there are several factors related to your backlink, related to your domain name, related to your website. For example, the domain registration length, what is the keyword inside your domain, and keyword inside your top level domain, subdomain. So like this there are 200 plus ranking signals that Google uses to rank a website at the top basically. Now by combining all these scores and the article, Google came out with a rank called page rank. Okay, so this rank is what is applied. Now, because Google was not willing to reveal those secrets and everything, okay, this website called Moss, they collected all the information and they did a case study for each and every ranking factor. Okay, they did a case study for each and every ranking factor, and they came out with a conclusion. They came out with a conclusion. Okay, they took somewhere around 3 million websites. They took 3 million websites that contained quality website, that contained duplicate low quality website, okay, that contained new website, that contained old website. So by taking the several combination and a total of 3 million websites, they started running case study for each and every ranking factor, and they came out with a calculation, and they identified a metric called domain authority. By putting all the 200 ranking signals that is used by Google, Moz calculated its own value, and it created a value called domain authority. So if you go and ask Google about what is the domain authority, Google will say, we don't have anything called domain authority. We have something called page rank. We have something called link juice. Domain authority is not our metric. We don't use domain authority because domain authority is a metric by Moz. Okay. So this says the domain authority is the potential of a website to rank top in SERP. Now, Google says domain authority is not our metric, but Google says page rank is our metric and the link juice our metric. But they are not willing to reveal it. So the people who are in the SEO industry, they started believing what Moss said, and to their surprise, whatever is the domain authority of a website, whenever the domain authority of the website is very high, the Moss.com was also ranking for. I mean, the website was also ranking better. So the more domain authority is more the ranking. So all the people who are in the SEO industry, they started believing that domain authority works. So domain authority is the potential of a website, the whole website to rank better. And it also came out with a page authority, which means the potential of each page inside a website. Each page inside a website was called as page authority. Okay, page authority means each and every page will have an authority score that is called a page authority. Okay, the complete website will have authority score that is called the domain authority. Okay, both means the same, but domain authority is for the whole website, page authority is for the specific page. So whenever a website has got a domain authority high, so domain authority is calculated from 0 to 100. Okay, from 0 to 100 is how domain authority and the page authority is calculated. DA and PA. Each and every website, every organization will have a different metric. Okay, domain authority and page authority. The more the domain authority, so what is the takeaway? The more the domain authority for your website is more the ranking probability. Okay. The more the domain authority for your website is more the ranking probability. So this is the understanding. End of the day, what we need to conclude is the more link that a website has is more probability it ranks at the top. Very simple. Okay. So you can use a tool like domain authority checker tool, and there are tools to check bulk. So domain authority checker tools. Okay, you can go and enter the URL or the domain name of any website. Okay, I think check your domain authority here for free. Okay, so we can go out and click. There is the tool. Oh, it's still loading, huh? Okay, so once you enter your website URL, this is going to tell you how much is the domain authority. Okay, if your domain authority is like very near to 90, 100 and all, you are a very competitive website. If your domain authority is somewhere around 0, 10, there is a new website, or you are yet to improve your domain authority and its value. Okay, so I think domain analysis, let me give this one. Okay, So domain analysis with respect to MOS. So you have to go enter your domain name https://www.amudhakumar.com and click on analyze domain. So this is going to check and say what is the domain authority I have. So out of 100 I have a domain authority for only 60. Why I am not ranking at the top on several keywords? Because there are people who are having a domain authority of 40, 50 plus. My domain authority is only 60. If I improve my domain authority to 40, 50 and 60, I can compete with other competitors also easily. Okay, so that is one point that we need to have. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here, okay, so increase your backlinks for your website, you will be ranking top. Okay, so domain authority and page authority is a metric used to measure the potential of a website on their ranking factors.